Yo, yo. What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday. Sunday fun day. Y'all know the vibes, man. Let's get it. How's everybody's weekend? Pascal, what's up, man? CR, Demetrius, Sergio, Josh, James, what's good, man? How's everybody doing tonight? How's everybody doing on this fine Sunday evening? How is everybody doing? Let's go. Yes, sir. Y'all know the vibes, man. We finna get to it. How's everybody's weekend? Fun. Nice. Dope. Cool. Yeah, Hershey's was amazing, man. I really hope you guys listened. I really did. I mean, Hershey's was a free 10%. I told everybody to buy Hershey's right here. That's huge. Huge. Easy money. Just a long-term break and retest. Beautiful trade. I'm curious. How many of you guys actually listened and bought Hershey? Very curious. Put a 1 if you entered Hershey and caught some free money. The fan, yeah, unfortunately that's my computer fan, so there's not much I can do about that. But, let's go ahead and get into it, man. As always, we're going to start with the economic data for the week ahead. Let's go ahead and blow this up real quick and get started here. Let's get it. What's good, Taekwon? Antoine? What's good? Shay, what's good, brother? Alrighty, you guys, let's do it. This is 20th. November 20th is tomorrow. Let's go ahead and see what we got this week. Short trading week, first and foremost. Market is closed Thursday, and it's a half day Friday, right? Just a heads up for everyone. So, Monday, tomorrow, right? We're good to go. Nothing really to worry about there. Tuesday, which is November 21st, we have existing home sales, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I would rate that a solid 6 or 7 out of 10 in terms of market influence. It's decent, something to pay attention to, but not crazy. The big data point this week is going to be FOMC minutes, along with durable good orders, jobless claims, consumer sentiment on Wednesday, right? FOMC minutes, I want to make a couple important key notes here. This is not FOMC, right? FOMC minutes is a closed door, just release. They release the data through that meeting. That is it, right? There's no JPAL talking, no nothing. This is totally different from the actual FOMC, okay? So, Tuesday, we have existing home sales, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Then we have FOMC minutes, which is at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? Wednesday, we have durable good orders, which is at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, along with jobless claims, followed by consumer sentiment, which is at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Market is closed on Thursday, right? Market is closed on Thursday. All right? So, this week, pretty much good to go. Nothing really crazy. We've got existing home sales, FOMC minutes Tuesday, Wednesday, durable good orders, jobless claims, consumer sentiment. Thursday, market closed. Friday, right? Market closes early at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, over the years, what I've noticed here, right? When we have these early closes like 1 p.m., there's a 90% chance that day's not even worth trading. So, my approach to Friday is going to be, I'm taking it as a day off, right? I'm going to take it as a 3-day weekend. Really a 4-day weekend, because the market's closed Thursday. So we have Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I'm going to take it as a 4-day weekend. I'm taking my ass somewhere where it's warm. I'm tired of Virginia's weather. That's what I'm doing personally. You guys are more than welcome to do as you please, but that's just my personal observation of the market on those early closes on Friday, right? We do have PMI Composite, which is at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. But like I said, I won't be trading. I'll be chilling somewhere where it's nice and warm. But if you guys want to trade, take note of PMI at 9:45 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. All right? And yeah, that's what we got for the week ahead. I do want to talk about the earnings calendar real quick because we do have a few things, a few big names that are reporting. So let me go ahead and pull that up real quick and we'll check that out. Give me 1 second. So this week is November 20th. Let's go ahead and pull this up real quick. Monday. Starting on Monday, we have Zoom, right? Zoom is a fun one to trade, liquid. So this is one that I'm looking forward to, which is tomorrow evening. Might even straddle Zoom. In my opinion, Zoom is beat to shit. The risk to reward on the chart is long, in my opinion, right? It's currently sitting at all-time lows. I think it has nothing but room but to go up. So I might look to play some calls there. Obviously, it's high risk, but you know that's what I do like Zoom for a post-earning setup for sure. Nvidia, pretty much the biggest one this week. Definitely watching this for one, a straddle. We could take AMD, MU for a sympathy play. That's something we could do as well. But these are the two big names this week, Zoom and Nvidia. Also have a couple little others in here that I'm interested in. Best Buy, Lowe's is a fun one to trade sometimes if you can get a nice move. But the big ones this week are going to be Zoom and Nvidia. Alright, so that's what we're paying attention to there. Outside of that, not much else, right? But let's go ahead and get into the charts, y'all. As always, we're going to start with the futures here. ES and NQ. Nice, I see a bunch of ones in the chat, so that means you guys banked with me. Love it, love it, love it. Let me know when you guys are ready, right? You guys know the ordeal. I'm going to do all the work for you essentially on Sundays. But have ES up here. We're going to go over ES. We're going to go over NQ. We're going to go over QQQ, SPY, and then individual names for the week ahead. For those that may be new, feel free to ask a question at any point in time, whether it's about the chart, trading, business, entrepreneurship, myself, does not matter. You ask it, I'll answer. All right? But yeah, drop a couple readies, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Let me know when you guys are ready and we'll rock out. Crazy move, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy move. Awesome. Let's get it. Let's get it. Crazy move here. We're up about 10% in 18 trading days. That's insane. Absolutely insane. But, weekly chart, here we are. There's no doubting this strength, right? That's first and foremost. You go a little bit higher here to the monthly. I mean, there's no doubting this strength either. I mean, we've covered this for the last 4 weeks, 5 weeks. You know, beautiful little cup and handle here. Whatever you want to call it. You know, you can call it a bull flag. You can call it whatever you want. It's a bullish continuation pattern. And we're seeing that bullish continuation, right? That's what we're seeing here on these past few trading weeks, right? So my personal opinion on the market is I highly doubt that this monthly candle is going to flip red, right? Do I think we're going to pull back some? Yes. But do I think this is going to flip red? No. Do I think next month's going to flip red? Yes. Right? I think next month, whether we go higher now and then next month pull back, but I think next month we'll see a nice pullback in the market. All right? That's my personal take, right? Does it absolutely hold weight? Obviously not. That's my opinion. Weekly chart, pretty much the same standpoint. It's getting to the point where the risk reward is flipping, right? If you guys look at this chart here, we're approaching a huge, 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 huge resistance, right? Huge resistance. Extremely overextended. But, y'all heard me sneeze? I tried to mute myself. It looks like I didn't do it fast enough. Thank you guys for this. Bless you. I tried to mute myself, but I guess I wasn't fast enough. But yeah, this ES chart, it's tricky, right? I mean, obviously we're very strong, but now we're just back into a major resistance. So higher time frames, monthly and weekly, I think are still very strong and have plenty of room to run. But these lower time frames, like the daily and hourly, I think it's time for a pullback, right? And I'm going to give you guys the reasons why based off the facts of the chart. Jesus. There's no way y'all heard those other two sneezes I just did. I muted myself. I seen I was muted. Oh my goodness. I don't know why, man. I've sneezed like 7 times in the past minute just now. Is my mic not muted? Y'all are hearing everything? Really? Can you guys hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? I guess my yeah, I guess my my mute button's not working. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. Jesus. Alright, we're good now, right? Yeah, we're good. Oh, we quiet for a few seconds? That's weird. I don't know. I was muting myself. I guess it wasn't working. Computer fan? Nah, man. I don't know what it is, to be honest. But, yeah, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know what it is, to be honest. But, this daily chart, just what I really want to talk about is look at this. Look at where we're trading right now, right? We are sitting in a major supply, right? So a couple things to take into account here. One is how extended we are, right? We're up literally 10% in less than 20 trading days, right? Like, this move is not sustainable. Like, this right here, we need a pullback, right? It's beyond logic to where nobody's going to buy up here, right? I mean, there might be a few buyers up here, but the risk to reward is no longer long, right? Would you personally buy calls right here? Or are you looking for a pullback back into this previous demand and then buy calls, right? I mean, I'm pretty much, everyone's pretty much watching the same thing. The risk to reward is no longer long up here, right? Everybody's looking at short positions. It's valid, right? We have a major resistance that turns support, resistance. So when it comes to supply, how do you know if it's valid or not? The chart's telling you. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 different reasons why we should trust this supply, right? This is an extremely strong area of resistance. And that's personally why I'm short, right? I usually don't, try to predict the top on a medium time frame or long-term time frame or even predict the bottom, right? I react to the market. That is my job as a trader, not to predict, to react. I trade based off the chart. And right now, the chart is telling me the risk to reward is short, right? I'm risking a simple break above the supply, right? 45.66. So in this case, say for example, I'm risking $20, right? But my target is down here into 44.30. That's a $120 target. That's a 6-hour trade. I'm risking $20 to potentially make $120. That sounds good to me, right? If someone walked up to you on the street and was like, hey man, give me $20, I'll give you 120. 9 times out of 10, you're going to do it if it's legit, right? Risk to reward. I'm risking $20 to potentially make 120. I can go to sleep at night happily knowing I did that. That's a 6-hour trade, right? Versus, hey, if you were to go long here, right? You enter a long position here. Where's your stop going to be, right? Below these lows at 4,500. So you're using a stop loss below 4,500. Your target's 4,560. That's a 1-to-1, right? You're risking $25 to potentially make $25. The risk to reward there is not worth it, right? If you go long right now, it's not worth it, right? We need a pullback to where that risk to reward flips and we get back into those demand levels, right? So my mindset moving forward is going to be very simple, right? I'm going to look for pops into this supply here to short, right? That's what I'm personally going to do. Until we break this supply, that's going to be my mindset. I'm already in short positions. I've posted on Twitter. My mentees know I'm in. The Discord knows I'm in. Everybody knows what I'm in. I'm in December 15th contracts. I'm in a little bit of next week contracts. Well, this week contracts. I have a decent position. Like, I'm putting my money where my mouth is, and I'm putting my money where the chart tells me to put it. In this case, it's telling me to go short based off of those facts that I just stated, right? Now, and you guys can see this is clear as day. We're trading in a major supply, right? Trading in a major supply, right? If you look at this chart here, this is huge, absolutely huge, right? Look back here, look here, 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 and then here we are now. But every time we've tested the supply, it's been absolutely massive, right? This is a next level supply. You guys have seen it on multiple occasions, right? Last time we tested it, which was right here, sent us all the way down to 41.22. That was almost a 400-point move off this supply. There's still Look at how aggressive the move was off the supply. Let's take note of that, right? Look at this reject off the supply. Extremely aggressive. There's still unfilled orders up there, right? If we pop into that level, I'm going to look to short it. I'm already in a swing position, but I will look to take a day trade. And I'll correlate those levels for you on SPY in a second, but the risk to reward right now is short. Is this a bullish chart in terms of the monthly and weekly? Yes, right? But that's where we have that conflict. The conflict is here on the lower time frames where we're extremely overextended into the supply. That's when the risk reward shifts, as I stated, right? What's good, Brett? My brother Brett's in here. What's good, man? So, the big levels to watch this week, right, for me personally. I'm going to be watching this 45.50, 45.70, one for a reject, right? That's first and foremost. Number two, right? I'm watching this 4,500 level. We've held this level like a tank, right? You guys can see here. If we get below 4,500, look at the chart. There is nothing, right? There is no support down into this 44.30 area. So if we break 4,500, I'm going to look to go short, right? We have nothing but room down into this 44.30 area. If we get weak enough to test this 44.30, that's where I'm going to look for a relief bounce, right? So just to summarize everything for you guys, very simple, right? If you pop back in that 45.50, 45.70 supply, look for a reject, right? Get below 4,500, look to go short down in that 44.30, test 44.30, look for strength there so you can take a relief bounce. That is the trade plan this week on ES. And I'll correlate it for you guys on SPY in a second. Just let me go over NQ real quick. Something even crazier here, right? Let's look at NQ, right? We've been talking about this chart for I don't know how long, right? We talk about this forever. This big, for the pattern people, big cup and handle. You can call it a cup and handle. For the continuation people, this is a nice little bull flag, right? Like, this is a very bullish chart. 100%. 100%, right? 100%, right? We have our low, we have our higher low, we put in higher high. Everything's intact here on the monthly, right? Same thing on the weekly. Everything's intact. We're very, very, very strong. But look at where we closed, right? Look at where we closed. This is literally the last resistance we have until all-time highs, right? Look at this chart here. We just closed into the last structure and resistance we have on QQQ, NQ, until all-time highs. This is the biggest resistance we have until all-time highs on NQ, right? This looks like a much better short in terms of risk reward than even ES does, right? But you guys can literally look on the chart and see the same thing I am, right? We are sitting at a major, major, major resistance. And what's more important than that major resistance is let's break down what actually happened here, right? So if you look at the chart here, and we draw our level up here from the top, right? We have our major supply here. Awesome. What happened? We pushed into it, and we formed that bearish pin bar, right? What does that tell us? We pushed into it, forming a full green candlestick, right? Seller stepped in, and we closed a weak bearish pin bar off of the supply, right? So now we can define our risk and literally keep a stop loss back above these highs, right? The risk to reward here is still great. Like, absolutely great. Absolutely great, right? If you look at this chart, it's the same thing as ES. What has happened last time we tested this level? Tested it, new lows, right? New lows. Here we are again, right? This is as big as it gets in terms of resistance. This is just a major supply. A major supply, right? So what I'm watching this week is very simple. I'm going to be looking for a push back into this 16,000, 16,050 area for a reject. That's first and foremost. Number two, right? I don't really like QQQ downside. I would much rather wait and take SPY, right? So we'll take SPY short, and then we'll stay patient for this demand test, right? As you guys can see here, this was a major resistance that was broken and is now a support. So what I would wait on is I would wait for a pullback into this 15,670, 15,750 area for a bounce, right? Just a break and retest of this previous resistance turn support. That is what I would watch on NQ, right? Very, very simple there. But this chart is dangerous, right? You guys can see why it's dangerous. We're just sitting in a huge resistance. This is literally the last resistance we have until all-time highs. This is huge, 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 huge. But let's get over here to QQQ and SPY. Since we're on NQ, let's go over to QQQ real quick. Same chart we just covered on NQ. As you guys can see here, it's literally the same chart. QQQ is sitting at those daily highs. It's the last resistance we have until all-time highs, right? You guys can look over here and see what happened previously. Right, this is a huge resistance. Huge resistance. But my game plan on QQQ is going to be very simple, right? I'm going to look for two things, right? One, I'm going to look for a push back into this 389, 390 area for a reject, right? That's what I'm going to watch. 390 level is absolutely huge. I'm also going to watch a pullback into this previous resistance turn support, right? So what I want to see is, one, a push into 389, 390 for a reject. My stop loss will be above 390. And say, for example, the market somehow gets extremely strong. This 390 level is the line in the sand. If we get a clean break and hold above 390, we are blowing the top off. There's nothing but room back in all-time high. So we can look for that 390 break and hold if we get strong. But my opinion, I don't think we break it this week. I don't. Or next week, right? Maybe. But my game plan is watch that 389, 390 reject, or look for a pullback into this 379, 380 area for a bounce, right? Now, if you want a high-risk short setup, which I don't mind this, right? I don't mind this. I really don't mind this. If we break this structure here, right? This is 383.50, right? You guys can see these lows held up for some time now, right? Held these lows, held these lows. So if we get weak tomorrow, Tuesday or Wednesday, right? And we get a clean break and hold below 383.50, I will take QQQ short, right? We have nothing but room down into this 381 and then that demand at 380, right? So I do like that as well. That 383.50, if we get a clean break and hold below it, nice volume, nice 5-minute candle closure, I'll take the break and hold. If there's not volume, I'll wait for the retest. But I love this, right? 383.50. It's high risk, but I love it. There's nothing but room down in that 380. So I'm going to look for that break and hold below, go short, tight stops back above, and rock out. Right? I think this would be a very nice move for us. Very nice move for us. So I'm going to keep a close eye on that 383.50. And that's my game plan this week for QQQ. SPYs, very similar, right? As ES is. Higher time frame, still intact. Everything's cool. But look at this chart here, right? Look at where SPYs trading. Back into this major supply, right? We already have a little failure to go higher here on the hourly, right? On Friday, what did SPY do? It attempted to break that previous highs, failed it, and closed back below it, right? So my mindset on SPY is going to be the same as ES, right? Look for a push back into this 453, 454 for a reject. Or if we get weak, look for a break and hold below 447.70, right? If we clear this hourly structure here, get a clean break and hold below, I 100% would go short on SPY down into this 445. 445 is going to be the first target, right? There is a decent demand here at 445, so I might be interested in a relief bounce, but my favorite setup is below that 447.70, right? As you guys can see, there is a big demand here at 445, 444, so we do want to keep an eye on that. But the game plan is very simple. Look for a pop into this 453, 454 for a reject, or if we get below 447.70, look for a short position down into that 445, right? And that's going to be my game plan here on SPY. Very simple. Nothing crazy. Just staying patient, right? Everybody can hear clear, right? Everything's good to go. I want to make sure everybody's still good. Everybody can see clear. Everybody can hear clear. I know there's a little delay on YouTube, so I'm going to give it a second, but I want to make sure everybody can hear and see clear. I know my mic was messing up a little while ago. I was trying to mute it, and it didn't even move. Nice. Okay, everybody's good to go? Cool, cool. Let me take a drink and we'll get going here. Yeah, the mute button works now. I fixed it. Downriver John. I mostly trade the open. That's just my edge. Right? That's where I perform best. So I trade a lot off the open. Alrighty, let's get into these individual names. We're first going to start with Apple. So if you guys want to pull up your Apple chart and follow along, let me know when you guys are ready and we'll rock out. Let me know when you guys are ready. Yeah, come on, y'all. Let's get these likes to 100 minimum. Take 2 seconds and smash that like button, man. I just want to say, man, I appreciate you guys for taking time out of your Sunday to come kick it. I really hope you guys enjoy these. I do. I pretty much do all the work for you on Sunday. I create a trading plan for you. To know why I like it, where I like it, no homo, everything. Yeah. I mean, actually, don't cancel me for saying that word. I'm sorry. I apologize. I did not mean it. So sad, man. You gotta watch what you say nowadays. I remember back in high school, like we literally like nothing was off the table. Like we used to roast each other in high school. Like, bro. I feel like the generation nowadays is so soft. Oh my goodness. Damn. Y'all got that above 100 quick. Let's go. No, I don't smoke weed. I haven't smoked weed in like literally 9 years, 8 years. 8, 9 years, something like that. Yeah, it's been a long time since I smoked. long time. Long time. I do vape though, which is probably worse to be honest. Yeah, man, it builds character 100%. 1000%. Alright, Apple. Let's get it. Let's get it. As we all know, right, Apple's been very, very strong. So we're looking for 2 things here, right? Apple has a major level at 191. So if we can get a clean break and hold above 191 on Apple, this is a moonshot back into 200. So I'm going to be watching this 191 level for a break and hold above it to go long. Or I'm going to be looking for a high-risk bounce off this 186.50, 187.50. I like this a lot on Apple, right? Very, very simple here. Above 191 or a bounce off 186.50, 187.50. That's what I like here. And yeah, that's the nature of the chart. Apple's a big one in terms of the market. Heavy influence on QQQ and SPY, so it's also a great sentiment watch just to keep it out of the market. Only concern here on Apple is we close right into a major supply, right? So this 191 is crucial. Make sure if you're looking for a long position on Apple, 1, we're in that demand, or 2, we're above 191. If we get above 191, this should be a clean shot back into these daily highs and then all-time highs. Right, this is a beautiful chart for longs, but we have to clear that 191. You guys can see the significance of this area. This is a huge resistance, so we definitely want to make sure we get above that. Definitely want to get above that. Microsoft. This is self-explanatory, right? One of the biggest tech names trading at all-time highs, right? So the relative strength is there, but unfortunately, well, fortunately, actually, got very weak on Friday, right? Towards the end of the day, we got very weak. After hours got very weak. I mean, we're pretty much down about $8 after hours. So Microsoft, I want to watch for both a long position and a short position. First things first, since we're seeing this weakness after hours on Friday, I want to see if we can continue. And if we can continue and get a break and hold below 365, it's a clean shot down into 360. So I love this name if the market gets weak. If we get a clean break and hold below 365 on Microsoft, I believe we'll see that 360 shortly after. This is a big demand here at 360. So definitely would like to take profit before this. But this is a beautiful trade. I love this. Below 365. Now, there's also a massive level here at 370 on Microsoft, right? As you guys can see, this is a major, major resistance that held us support for some time. And now it's resistance again. So if we happen to get strong off of this 365 demand, right, because this essentially is a break and retest, this is a big support, we're sitting at a 365. Let's say, for example, we hold it, get strong, get back above 370, we can go long if we hold 370. We have room back into that 370, 350, and then at all-time highs at 377, right? So this is a great either-or setup for the week ahead. No matter what happens, as long as, you know, we go up or we go down, there's a setup here. We just have to wait for those levels to confirm. So 365, we get below that, we can short it down to 360. Above 370, we have room back at 370, 350, and then 377. So this looks great. Caden, that's actually not not why at all. I have very, very bad allergies. Very, very bad allergies. Yeah, it was even before I started vaping. I was always had horrible allergies. Netflix is the next one. This name's just extremely strong, right? Extremely strong. Broken major resistance here on the weekly. Daily charts just extremely strong. It is getting a bit extended, so this is a bit high risk in my opinion. But I love this demand here, right? As you guys can see, this was a major resistance that was broken and now is support. So I want to watch two things here, right? I want to watch a pullback on Netflix into this 453, 450 area for a bounce. Or if we happen to get strong, I'm going to watch this 470 level, right? If we can get a clean break and hold above 470, I truly believe we'll trade back in that 485, right? So this is one of my top names I'm watching if the market gets strong. Watching that 470 level for a break and hold above. Or I'm looking for a pullback in that 450, 453 for a bounce on Netflix. This looks beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. One of my top setups. Microsoft and Microsoft and Netflix I like the most. Microsoft, the reason I like it the most is because no matter what happens, whether the market goes up or down, we have a potential setup here. Below 365, beautiful short. Above 370, great long. Right, so it's cool. Beautiful. Now coin, right? This is a name I really want to talk about. Bitcoin's been on an absolute tear. Ethereum's been on an absolute tear. Speaking of it, Bitcoin, right? Oh, I'll talk about it in a minute. Bitcoin was my first six-figure trade. I'm very happy about that, actually. Very, very happy about that. And I shared it with you guys. But anyway, coin, right? Bitcoin's been extremely strong. Coin's actually holding up pretty well here. And as you guys can see, we have a major resistance at this big 100 psychological level, right? So coin, what I'm going to watch is I'm going to watch this level for longs, right? If we get a clean break and hold above 100 on coin, we can see this thing absolutely squeeze, right? So I want to get that break and hold above 100, and then we can go long. First target's 102.80, second target's 105. Absolutely love coin if we get strong above that 100. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This is my top watch if we get above 100. Coin above 100, I think, is absolutely going to blow the top off. This name is known to squeeze as well. Also, if coin gets really weak, right, we have a major demand down here at 90. I don't think we'll get down here, but in the case we do, I definitely would take a bounce off this 90 level, right? I know it's a ways away, but if we do get down here, I definitely want to take a bounce. You guys can see the significance of this level. Once was a major resistance. I was broken, held as support for some time now, right? So if we get weak enough to test this 90, 89 level, gonna look for a bounce there, right? Gonna look for a bounce there. But yeah, guys, I know it's a little bit short this week, but that's because we have a short trading week. I'm gonna spend a few moments here going over tickers that you guys may be watching this week. If anybody has any questions, doesn't matter what it is. Like I said, trading, charts, entrepreneurship, tickers, setups, whatever the case may be, feel free to ask it. But yeah, man, let's get it. And just one more time, I really want to appreciate you, let you guys know I appreciate you guys taking time out of your Sunday. And that means a lot. It's 9 o'clock at night. Thank you guys for taking time out of your night to come kick it. I hope you guys got value from this. And if you did, just be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to hit that like button. IWM, let's check it out. Wow. Damn, I had this mark and I missed it. It's just sitting in a major supply right now. Okay, you guys can see just as well as I can. It's just sitting in a major supply, and I would have loved to take in that reject. That was beautiful. Wow, that was nasty. Right off that 182 level. That was a huge move. I would have loved to caught that reject. That was beautiful. What I would watch on IWM though, is I would watch that supply again. Right, that's what I would watch. There's probably two things I would do here on IWM. I actually like this chart. I don't know how I missed it. To be honest, I don't even think I looked at it this week or this weekend. I always miss this. I don't know how. I always miss IWM. I always miss it. I rarely catch the move I want on IWM for some reason. But this is a pretty nice chart. Pretty nice chart. IWM, I would watch this 181. 181, 182 supply for a reject. That's first and foremost. And I would watch this 175 level, right? This 175 level is absolutely huge. This is Thursday's low. This is huge. If we pull back in this 175 level and we show strength, we could take a bounce. But more importantly, if we get weak below 175, this is dead, right? So my main watch here would be that, excuse me, that 181, 182 reject or a break and hold below 175. I'm actually going to put this on my watch list. I like this a lot. I like this a lot. I'm going to set a couple alerts here too. Yeah, I always do put alerts, but sometimes I have so many going off, I miss it. Yeah, I'm going to keep an eye on this. Give me 1 second. What else we got here? I checked out IWM. Nvidia has earnings. Don't really want to spend too much time on that. Tesla we can check out. Tesla, this is a very simple chart. This is a very simple chart for the week ahead. Two big areas here to watch on Tesla. Two big areas here to watch. Funny thing is, on Tesla, we caught the bottom and top. Right? Caught the bottom and top. We bought calls on Tesla right here. Literally at low a day. I personally didn't take the reject, but I told people to short Tesla at 237. So we literally bought calls at the bottom and gave the top here. This was a beautiful trade from Friday we took. I think we entered the 227.50 calls here, and it did over 300% on that move. It's absolutely insane. But what I would watch on Tesla this week is same thing pretty much, right? Tesla, I would watch this 225, 227 demand. If we pull back into it, I would look for a relief bounce there. Or if we happen to get strong, because Tesla was extremely strong on Friday, so if we continue to see that relative strength, watch a break and hold above 237. So if we get a clean break and hold above 237, I think we could squeeze back at that 242. That's what I'll watch on Tesla. I'm going to go ahead and set some alerts here, actually, so I don't miss it. SCHW, I think that's Schwab. Yeah, I stay away from names like this. I don't really like trading stuff like that. But there's a major level here at 57. If you want to trade this name above 57, this looks like it could blow the top off. This is huge. Above 57, looks like it has room back in that 61 area. So that's what I would watch here. I'm personally not going to trade it, but if you like it above 57, this looks like it could go. Looks like it could really go. KO, let's check it out. KO, I would watch this 57.60. If it gets above that, I think we'll see definitely a move higher back into the 60 area. And that's pretty much it. Watch this 57.60. This is a great small account name to trade. So if you guys want to trade a small account setup, this is definitely one to watch. 57.60. I'll actually set an alert there as well. What else we got here? AMD 122. Yep, that's a big level. AMD 122, as you guys can see here, this is a major resistance. So if we can clear 122 on AMD, I already have an alert set, but if we can clear that, I think we'll see that 125 fairly fast. So definitely keep an eye on AMD. You can just set an alert at 122, so that way if it breaks, you'll get notified. Let's see what else we got here. Oracle, I haven't looked at that in a long time. Oracle, oh, hello. Oracle, this actually looks great. We have a gap fill above 116.50 all the way back into 125. So I would watch that 116.60 break and hold. If we can get above these hourly structure here on Oracle, ORCL, right? If we can get a clean break and hold above 116.60, we have a gap fill all the way into 125. This might even be swing worthy. I think that'll be a pretty clean move if this gets some relative strength. I think it looks good. It's kind of flagging here as well. You got the flagpole, and it's starting to form like a nice little flag here. Starting to form a nice little flag here. I'm gonna put this on my side watch actually. I'm gonna put this on my side watch. What else we got here? GE. I think I looked at that last week. Yes, I did. This is huge. GE. This is huge. I like this a lot. GE. I would love a pullback into 118, 117.50 for a swing. Right? You guys can see here. This is just a major resistance that was broken, and now is support. So if we get a retest at 117.50, 118 on GE, just go long with a stop loss below 117, target that 120, 124 area. I think this will have a lot of value if we can pull back. I definitely want to enter a swing on it. And as you guys can see, I already have my alert set here. So if it pulls back, I'll get notified and I'll be able to signal it for everyone. But yeah, this looks fucking great. Looks very, very good. Very, 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 very good. I want to make this nice bright and green so I don't miss it. And this is huge. I mean, just look at the significance of this resistance that was broken. Support from back in 2018, resistance from back in 2018, resistance here, resistance there, finally broke. This is huge. Absolutely huge. Absolutely huge. What else y'all got for me? INTC. Questions. Anybody got some questions? I just want to look at everybody's stickers. How do you know when it's a scalping day? Usually on OPEX days, usually on data days, usually on days like that, right? When there's some stuff going on outside of our control. That's when they're usually scalping days, or if the ATR is very low. Yeah, definitely. What else we got here? I've been thinking about nice long block. That's always a great idea, you know? INTC. Wow, holy shit. What the hell's going on here? Hold on. What the front door is going on here now? This is a semi name as well. What the front door is going on here? This thing is absolutely ripping. I mean, there's not much we can do now. I wish I would have seen this earlier. But might be able to do something. Let me see. Yeah, it's just so extended now. I don't know if I'd be comfortable taking anything. It looks good though. The chart looks good. The chart looks very good. Yeah, I'll probably be trading with my mentees tomorrow. I always trade with them on Monday and Friday. To be honest, I trade with them 5 days a week. And I think that's also what sets my mentorship apart, is you get lifetime access to everything. Like if you're in a Discord for a year, you're likely going to spend 3K, but you can get lifetime live trading just from my mentorship. Not including the mentorship alone, which is absolutely priceless, in my opinion. And the difference between me and others is I don't do it just for money. Don't get me wrong. Am I getting compensated for my time? Yes. But you can ask anybody that's attended my mentorship. I'm a man of my word, right? Some people say, oh yeah, I'm only opening 20 spots, but really they opened 200 and they accepted everybody's money, and they claim that's a personal mentorship, but there's 200 people in it and the chat's moving so fast that you can't even see a question. I don't do that, right? When I say I'm opening 10 spots, that's what I'm opening, right? I literally have 1,000+ people on the wait list. I could open it and take 500 people, but that's not. My name is on the line, right? My name is on the line, so I pride myself on making my name worth something, right? I don't want to be known for, not delivering, right? My whole motto is under promise and over deliver, right? I put countless hours day in and day out for years. That is proven. It's available to anybody to see, right? Like I've been doing this for a long time, right? A long time. Right, a long time. Same thing with their Discords. Hey, I'm opening up 50 spots, but really they opened 1,000, right? I mean, it's just a marketing thing. I'm not mad at them. I just personally don't like doing that, right? I don't. I don't like doing it. But yeah, this looks good. I just don't know what we could do with it. I'm gonna put it on the side watch and I'll check it out in the morning and see if anything looks good. My mentorship is 3K. I rarely do. The only time I do discounts is if you were a part of the Patreon, or yeah, I don't really move much there. because I know my value, right? I do. I know my value. And I'm probably one of the only people in this space that's honest about trading. I mean, I'll tell you guys all right now. Taking my mentorship isn't going to make you profitable. It's not. You'll have all the tools you need. You'll have all the knowledge you need. You'll have all the education you need. But that's the easy part, right? The hard part is when I'm not there to help you and the market's open. You're sitting there by yourself, right? Managing your risk, keeping your psychology in check. That's the hard part, right? I tell you guys all the time, I can sit down with each and every one of you 365 days a year, 24/7, right? You can have everything you need. You can have everything. You have a 99% win rate. But if you don't understand who you are as a trader, you will fail, right? And what I mean by that, understanding yourself as a trader, is knowing what you're comfortable trading, knowing what you're comfortable with in terms of risk and position size, knowing your triggers in terms of revenge trading or over trading so you can be proactive and stay away from those things that negatively impact your trading. That is the hard part that people don't teach you, right? A lot of people always say, oh yeah, my mentorship's guaranteed to make you profit. Nobody can guarantee you profitability because they can't trade for you, right? Unfortunately. You can take my mentorship, you can take anybody's mentorship. You can replicate my strategy. You can replicate my systems. You can replicate my setups, right? But you can't replicate my risk management, and you can't replicate my trading psychology. Those are two things that you have to figure out on your own. But your journal does it for you. 99% of your problems can be answered in your journal, and that is a fact. 100% a fact. 1000% a fact. Right? If you're not journaling, you're not taking trading serious to me at all. And if someone tells you that they don't journal and they're a profitable trader, they're full of shit. Ask any profitable trader that can prove it, right? That can prove it, right? Half these people on Instagram, what are they doing? They're posting a fucking 2 megapixel screenshot of fucking whatever, right? Sitting there hyping up a fucking, a 6-figure gain or a 5-figure gain for a week just to post a fucking some cropped ass screenshot. We don't want to see that, right? We understand that sell Discord spots. We're not worried about that. You guys got to see through the bullshit. That is most important. You guys got to see through the bullshit. Little Ghoulie. You can use Fibonacci extensions, right? So if a stock's at all-time highs, say for example like Microsoft, if I want to get targets on it, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use the Fibonacci extension. I'm gonna go from the swing low to the swing high to the pullback, and now I have targets for all-time highs. Use the Fibonacci extension. My actual mentorship is a small group, right? I allow 10 people to join, but I do one-on-ones after, right? So every mentee is guaranteed 2 one-on-ones, but you could ask any mentee that I've ever dealt with, and they hit me up at any point in time. 9 times out of 10, I do an extra one or another one or another one or another one, right? I mean, I still work with people that took my mentorship 2 years ago, 3 years ago, That's not what it's about for me. A lot of other people, as soon as you take the mentorship, you get kicked out or you have to pay for it. You want to stay in the Discord, you got to pay for it. Right? I don't do that type of stuff. When I say lifetime, I mean lifetime. How much am I up on the year? My Lightspeed account, I'm up a little bit over 470. My Webull account, I'm a little bit up over 219. I'll be doing a YouTube video here shortly. All in all, I mean, after commissions and everything like that, I would say upwards of 650. If you're counting long term as well, I don't know if that counts. If you're counting Bitcoin too, I'm probably at $1 million. I mean, I just had my first ever 6-figure trade on Bitcoin. Never had a 6-figure trade before, but I never thought it would be Bitcoin either, to be honest with you. Bitcoin, I told everybody. I literally told everybody and their mother. I told you guys to buy at 25,000. I posted on Twitter. I posted in Discord. I told everybody, buy Bitcoin at 25,000. Just fucking hold. Told everybody to buy Bitcoin at 25,000. Since I told them to buy at 25,000, it's up literally 60%. Ethereum. Told everybody. Literally everybody. Post on Twitter, Instagram, absolutely everywhere. Right? 1,500. Where's it at? You guys can go back, look wherever you would like to look. Ethereum up 40% since 1500. I pay a little bit more than 30%. Yeah. Pay a little bit more than 30%. Yep. But yeah. Any last minute questions for anybody? Just go to my website if you want the waitlist information. Just go to my website. I'll post it for you here as well. But yeah, all the information is gonna be there if you would like it. Am I going to full port before the year ends? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't full ported in a long time. Yeah. Actually, I take that back. I mean, it's long term though. I've full ported my long term on Bitcoin pretty much. My Coinbase account, but not day trading. I don't do that type of stuff. Car rental business, it's always great, man. It's like one of those things where I thought it was too good to be true until I did it. I mean, the car rental business, I mean, the worst that's going to happen is someone's going to wreck your car, which has happened to me, and you're out of commission for a couple months, and during those couple months, obviously, you have to keep up with the payments. That's the only time you have the risk of losing money. So if you get into an accident, or your car gets into an accident, that's the only time you're going to risk, obviously losing money. But outside of that, I mean, it's amazing. Literally just have a free Lambo. Low. Yeah, I do like straddles this week. I do like it. I do like Zoom. Zoom's probably the one I like the most. As you guys can see here, this fucker's sitting at all-time lows. Right? I think the risk reward here is definitely to the upside. Right? Definitely to the upside. So I would definitely like a straddle here on Zoom, and I'll post it as well. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and rock out. Gotta get going here, get some sleep for tomorrow, and yeah, man. Once again, I appreciate every single one of your guys' time. I sincerely mean that. Time is precious. Thank you guys for taking time out of your day to come hang out with me. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to hit that like button. If you really want to show love, you guys already know. Tag me on Instagram, and yeah, man. I'll catch you guys in the morning. I'll post my updated watch list as always. And yeah, hope you guys have a great week. Happy holidays to everybody. I know it's a little bit early.